Hey, welcome everybody. Good to see you for a little community day. Welcome Arzu, welcome Grim. Good to see you, Ghidorah, requester of the game today. You're honestly kind of excited about this one. I would fucking hope so. It would be pretty bad if you were like, oh, man, this is gonna be absolute shit. Everyone's going to hate today when you're the one that requested it. Not to say that you can't request bad games. You can. You can watch me suffer. But if you're thinking that it will be like an unfun suffering, and you're not excited for it, that's probably bad for everybody. Battletoads community request, oh my god. You can do it. All you gotta do is get 250,000 in channel points. I would do a Battletoads request day. I say, stumbling over my words, knowing what they entail. But I would do it. I'd hate it. I'd hate it in some ways, but I'd do it. I know Battletoads. I do know Battletoads, and it's not for me or human consumption at all. It's I played a lot of Battletoads Double Dragon for the SNES back in the day, and we did not make it far. And my friend and I both we were always like, yeah, this is great. I love beat 'em ups. And we'd play for like 30 minutes and go, should I play anything else? Like anything else? And do anything. There's gotta be another game. The people that have fond memories of Battletoads are wild. Hey, Lee Bedingfield. Good to see you. I mean, you're always here, always watching. But it's nice to see you chatting. How you doing? Exile 1 is a bit rough, but I think the originals are worth playing. Yeah, I made sure that this worked, and it's rough, as you said. The manual does not exist, so I'm hoping that, I'm honestly wondering if I should just look at this real quick. What is Exile? How do I do it? Using the Exile editor, adding stuff. How about moving and stuff? Okay, it doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of, these are the controls. So, I'm gonna hope that I can just figure it out. This is so for those that don't know, I guess I should actually go into what Exile Escape from the Pit is. This is a 1995 shareware game that was made by Jeff Vogel, also known as Spiderweb Software. So he's been a single-person dev for a very long time. And he's done a ton of stuff. Notably, you might know some of them. Exile became a big, quadrilogy, I believe. And then there was, after that, he made Gene Forge. And he went back and redid Exile and modernized it a bit. And I say modernized, but that was 2008, 10? Something like that. And it was Avernum, is what it was called. You actually just played through the first Avernum. Oh, Gene Forge. Yeah. Big miss on the... That is a pretty big miss on the name. I understand they're pretty wildly different. So yeah, Avernum is just a straight up remake of this. It's an update. Gene Forge is fucking fantastic. Holy shit, Gene Forge is good. The original... I've seen the original, not the I did the remake, and the remake was incredible. I've seen the original, and it's definitely rougher. Not just Graphically, although the graphics are not good, but it's the UI and stuff just seem like they'd be kind of a pain to handle. So I'm wondering how this kind of works that way. We're gonna make some changes to Exile. Drops the party size to 4 and removes some of the more bonkers spells. Okay. Yeah, but that's what I said. Like, it's a remake. It's not like a straight thing. Like, so does the Geneforge stuff. Geneforge does add in some things for sure. I don't know that they took out a lot, but I know that they definitely added in some like extra they did some like extra quest lines and things like that, and I know that they added in a couple of extra skill trees kind of things too. They added in a little bit of extra stuff on it. But man, Geneforge Mutagen, one of the best RPGs I've maybe ever played, honestly. I thought that the second, like Infestation, the second remake that we did just last year, was good, but it missed the highs of the first one for sure for me. The first one's incredible. Just the story is a lot of why it's so good. Like Geneforge 2 is a lot of just kind of a retread of the same story, and I don't think it handles the story as well as the first one does, but it's very similar in what like the story beats are. In any case, I mean, I like both of those games. They're really, really good. They're really interesting. It's a very unique and cool world that he made, so I am interested to see Exile escape from the pit. So I guess what we'll do is make a new party. We'll go ahead and create one. Introduction. The trial was completed, and the sentence was passed. There was no appeal. There was no need. It wasn't as if it was considered a terribly awful sentence anyway. After all, you had not committed one of the hard crimes. You were not thieves or pirates or murderers. Sentences for those offenses were harsh and generally fatal. Hard miscreants inevitably died. No, your crime was one of not fitting in, of rebelling, of being peculiar in some way, or speaking out against the crown. And for those soft crimes, the punishment was considered just, appropriate, and most of all, lenient. Well, at least it was considered lenient by all those who fit in with society, those who got to live out the rest of their lives above ground. Living in the light of the sun, however, was a privilege that had just been stripped from you. All of you were taken to a portal, a one-way permanent teleporter, and thrown in. You come to in a giant cave, unlike any you have ever seen before. Green luminescent fungi on the ceiling show how high it goes, hundreds of feet. The cave goes on for what looks like miles in all directions. One of its walls stretches up ominously nearby, and in the other directions it goes on far beyond the range of your vision in this dim light. It is especially difficult to see things about the cave you are in because you are indoors. As your eyes adjust, you see you are in a fort. Walls and buildings surround you, made of large blocks of stone crudely mortared together. There are people, too. Thin, pale people, going about their business. Most pay little attention to you, but one, a small man, watches you carefully from a little ways away. Alright. Training, new PC. Can I change that? I don't think so. Probably name them at the end of it? Maybe we'll just be named new PC. Yeah, it actually, now that you mention it, this is very much like the world of Pyre, Supergiant's. Supergiant's basketball RPG? That's like rad as hell. Supergiant's RPG basketball visual novel, which goes so goddamn hard in ways that it really shouldn't, and you will absolutely bawl your eyes out at least twice, if not like a dozen plus times. That game is so good. But yeah, like that separation of, oh, well, you know, we just throw people that don't fully fit in into this hole, and they just living down there. And the other world is very much Pyre. That is extremely a Pyre thing. I mean, not to think that they couldn't come up with that themselves, but it is really interesting. That kind of, I want to get into the game, but it's a nice chill afternoon. It does bring to mind something that I saw today on social media. So I've been firing. I've been following Brian Buckley, the creator of Caves of Cod, and he was talking about how much he really loves BattleTech, and he's just been today especially he's been going on, and it's so funny because it's exactly the thing that I've been saying, where I'm like, why can't we get like a new mech game that's kind of like the way that the 2018 Harebrained Schemes one is, where you manage a mercenary company and make your mechs and like have a garage and you get to fiddle with them, just do all that little stuff. He's like, there's basically nothing that does that. There's so little for it, and there used to be like a fair niche for that kind of stuff, and it's just gone. And so he was just kind of lamenting it, and like, yeah, I feel that. Like, even the Mech Warrior games kind of moved away from the like, oh, manage your mercenary company and do all that kind of stuff is not really a priority in them. And it's like, but it's so good. Like, that's the stuff I want to do. And I'm like, yeah. And he was saying it also because he's like, the BattleTech universe, it fucking sucks. And I'm like, yeah. I mean, there's parts of it that I like. But yeah. Sorry, 1 second. I'm a little cold. I was just going to get my jacket. Alright, sorry about that. Just throwing on a sweater. But yeah, as much as I really like BattleTech, and there's some stuff in the universe that's really interesting, there's also like 80% of that universe plus that's not very good. The stuff that's good is the mech designs and stuff like that, and they kind of don't do anything else really well. It's unfortunate. Okay. Ah, dang. So one of the things that I've been looking at doing for a couple of RPGs recently is I'm like, I want to make like a monk kind of person in traditional D&D parlance, right? I haven't been able to do that in a while. I wanted to make like an unarmed fighter who's got real high dexterity, but yeah, I guess not. It's funny looking at this. This makes me really feel, I mean, I guess that makes sense. You were saying that this was like Joke to Public. You were saying that this was to make a game like Ultima and make it Mac first. We just played earlier this week for the first time Ultima Underworld. Do all of the Ultima games only use strength, dex, and intelligence, just the 3 stats? I'm just wondering because I'm like, it's interesting that there's only the 3, and it's the exact same 3 that Ultima Underworld had. So it makes sense that it's like, yeah, it's copying that system. Because most other ones will have like charisma, constitution, right? Like they'll have a couple things like that too. So that it doesn't is interesting. We could do pole weapons, I guess. We've got cost skill points divided by number of gold. Wait, what? Huh. Wow, okay. So I think that that's actually pretty... Like, that took over half of our points. Ultima 1 to 4 have some different attributes, but once 5 hits, they pretty much settle on those 3. Huh. Yeah, I really feels like it must be very Ultima coded then. Okay, I'm gonna do that. We're gonna still kind of make a like martial artist almost. I think goes for some pole weapons. You get some defense on here next. Kind of like that idea. I don't actually know. Skill library. Oh, oh, that's cool. Measures how much brute strength character. I was gonna say, what does like dexterity actually mean? Damage improves the odds of kicking down doors. Other more subtle effects. When below 4, the health the character gains at each level will be sharply reduced. Okay. Before I get it, the skill must be at least 3. Dude, it's any fighting. Ooh, okay. Okay, yeah, Dex is better chance of hitting, especially with missile weapons. And makes them harder to hit. Also makes picking locks and disarming traps easier. Yep. Oh, if the character is going to cast spells, make the skill at least 4, and if not, just ignore it entirely. Interesting. That's a neat hint. Assassination is a skill. Is certainly something. Assassination and poison is 2 different skills. I'll go into this blind. I have some hint books and stuff from Spiderweb Software actually, so I should be good. Thanks, Grim. Took inspiration from a lot of games. Oh sure, yeah. Nobody's. It doesn't seem like it's just like I'm just gonna make Ultima, but it. Yeah. If you're looking at like you're a fan of Ultima, it's going to leak in, right? And it seems like it's probably somebody who was like, man, I really like doing Ultima, but I haven't been able to get it on a Mac, and I want to do some different things with it and make my own story, and you use it as a jumping off point. It's a smart thing to do. Like we talk about that a lot. Being original is overrated to a certain extent. It's nice to be original, but the original part is always building on other things first. Trying to build everything from the ground up just because you think that you have to be original and like change what everyone else has done is stupid. It's often a fool's errand. You've got to be smart about things that you change. And most of the time, games that people think of as like being very, very original are games that take 90% of their stuff from another game and then go, okay, now let's push that last like 10-20% further, and what can we do with that? And that's the part that ends up being really groundbreaking and blowing people away. And it's because it's got good bones underneath it that they can do that. I mean, one of my classic examples is I always laugh about how the oh god, what was the like New World, the Amazon like MMO, and how they were like, everybody's fucked up MMOs forever. We're gonna fire everybody that's ever worked on an MMO, and we're gonna just do it ourselves because we know how to really do that kind of stuff. Nobody's done an MMO right ever, and we're gonna do it without any inspiration from any of them. And immediately you got into things like, oh, by the way, if you wiggle your screen a little bit, that update is actually not server side, it's client side, so it can't update. So your character's invincible as long as you just wiggle your window slightly. It's like, no, what? That was solved 30 years ago. What are you people doing? We're talking about New World and how much New World sucks. I'm talking about how a lot of like originality in games is often overrated and overestimated on games that people consider original, and that you actually have to use like a lot of bones of other games, of things that people have already done that's very, very smart to like build off of stuff, and that like there's nothing wrong with having inspirations. Because if you're doing it right, then that's the thing that you should do. And that it was really incredible how New World had like this big marketing campaign of, fuck that, like we're better than anybody who's ever built an MMO. We know more than them. We're gonna just we don't need anybody that's ever had any MMO experience. We're gonna build it all ourselves. And it's like, oh, fuck, you idiots. Anyway, that's management too, I think, in a lot of ways. Like, that's, not blaming all the employees there. That's a very stupid directive from up top. Huh. Interesting. Poison. A few levels of skill will make it more likely you'll put the poison on at full strength, and less likely you'll nick yourself with poison accidentally. Huh. Have only one character buy this, but get a lot. Gotcha. Not necessary, but very useful. Unlocked door spells are expensive, and bashing is slow, damaging, and unreliable. Cool. A lot of interesting tips and stuff. Let's go high-end disarm traps then. I'm gonna believe them. Actually, I want to look at, like, defense too. 3 effects determines how well a character does at parrying, decreases the penalty in combat from bulky armor, occasionally decreases the damage taken from enemies' weapons. For anyone in heavy armor, okay, I might go a little bit less on that then. Thrown weapons cannot be poisoned. Okay, I'm going to go down a little bit in defense. Up a little bit in thrown missiles. From what we read there. For just kind of how I want this character to work out. So I should probably put in some points in health, huh? Just realized I'm like, wait a minute. You can actually buy health. That's your constitution stat. Just buy it directly. And it's like, oh, yeah, that's probably smart. Yeah, we haven't learned it all from the previous MMOs and tried to base the entire game around faction PvP and died horrifically as a result. Yeah. Like what I was saying is they specifically made it a part of their marketing in that they were saying we're going to build it from the ground up and ignore like other MMOs because we think that they've done it wrong, which even if you think that they've done it wrong, you have to know what they've done so that you can do it right. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh boy. All right, what character model are we going with? This one? Actually, I like, yeah, there we go. And here's where we can name them. Yes, yeah, strength is a little bit of constitution. You're right, Jigen. Yeah, they did mention that. I have no idea how much the party is. How many characters are in a party? Who knows? we'll do 4 real quick. I think there's more, but you get up to 6? Okay. I'll do some very quick ones. We'll go faster now. And we have very little health before 4 strength, it said. So yeah, of course, strength is also constitution. Yes, yeah, when they're below 4. We'll just keep it pretty low, but move it up a little bit. Dexterity, you have to have at least 3 or you can't do combat basically at all. Yeah. Wow. All right, we were going to make the Jeeps, but also we've got to have a Zoltan. Those that know. And that's, of course, going to be our mage. Magery is real expensive, yeah. They were saying that Mage Lore should be around a bunch of people, is what the notes were saying. Spread this around the party. Don't buy more than 25 points total over the whole game. Okay. Interesting that wants you to spread that around. And then Alchemy was... Yeah, like... You only need one character with it, but you need a lot. Expensive, but very useful. Yeah. I don't know that I want item lore on this one, actually. I'll just wait a little bit. Okay, so get some pre-spells. Yes. Go up a little bit more, maybe. Oof, that costs 3. Yeah, I'll buy a luck. Why not? Oh, I see. 350 is max, I guess? Or, Oh, 1 to 10. 1 till 15, probably? Also, God, right, I need spell points for some of these. Oh, well. We'll figure it out. It's okay. Zoltan's a mage with no spell points. It's fine. What's the worst that could happen? Shit. Okay, we need a priest type. Sure. Okay, that's our third. I'm gonna do a paladin? A little bit, maybe? Something like that. Oh, the second number is the gold cost. Yes, okay, yeah, because it costs gold later. I see. Skill points, number in gold. I see that now, yeah. Fair enough. That makes sense. I was thinking it was 2 until that point, and I'm like, man, that... You're gonna get to, like, 40? That's wild. But now I understand. We got one more. Alright, we got a paladin. There we go. Who's learning item lore. Why not? There's our fourth character. Let's get them into some... Sure. Alright, got another Jeef. And then we're gonna get real ape shit on just full-on strength-edged weapon, some kind of barbarian type thing. Why not? They don't need any defense. It could go thrown weapons, I guess. This is our 5th, right? Yeah. Like, this is for heavy armor. So I don't know that we need... Like, we kind of need that, but maybe not that much. I don't know. Very strong. There, no armor. And then final Jeef. And this one, let's get somebody that can do some archery. And get a little poison. We have lockpicking. So let's go 4. Could give them some mage spells, maybe. Just a little bit of mage lore. Yeah. We've got a couple of, like, sort of melee. I have the first one that we made that was kind of martial arts, like, monk-y, and had, like a monk kind of thing in D&D, and I did a little bit of disarm and lockpicking. This one we're going to kind of do more poison and dexterity stuff. So we'll see. I'm wondering if I should actually do any spell points. Maybe. I wonder... We can probably level into some of that later, too, if we want, right? I would think, since it's still something that we can buy. I think we'd be okay doing that. So I'm wondering if we want to learn a little bit of mage spells. Because we have, like, the paladin to help out a little bit with priest stuff, essentially. So we can do a little bit of mage on this one. That makes sense. I think that's okay. And we'll see. And of course, Jeeve. Alright, we have Zoltan and the 5 Jeeves. Perfect. Oh, I didn't do the regular Jeef. Okay, I wasn't sure if I did Jeef this way or with the 2 Fs. We're in Exile. I guess this is the portal that we came in. The portal from the surface world is still here, glowing brightly. Try to approach, but strange waves of force push you back. You can't even get close. Clearly, you're not going to escape from this pit. Clearly, if you're going to escape from this pit, it won't be through here. And here's the thing. That looks like, yeah, very Ultima controls, it looks like. You see a small man. He smiles at you nervously. His skin is incredibly pale in the strange light of the fungus. Oh boy, text parser. Oh boy. I don't know about that. Yep. Oh boy. Well. Actually, hold up. What if we go... Who are you? That might work. God. Who? What is your name? God damn it. That's why I tried who and, like, where first. Because, like... Shop? Nope. Pit? No. Alright. Townsperson, grounds. This is a regular townsperson is probably why. Does not have much to say. Okay. Minor heal, weaken poison. Gotcha. I like that we made our... Okay. Oh, thank God. Okay. Our Zoltan, our spellcaster, did already get some spell points without us putting points into it. That's good. Because I almost fucked that up real bad. We made them a spellcaster and then went, wait a minute, should I put spell points into that? Probably should have, right? Okay, so that's mage spells. So that's, yeah, okay. So it can be either 2 or 6 doing it. Gotcha. This one we can have 3 or 4 because those are the ones that have it. Makes sense. These are even exactly the same icons for a lot of Ultima stuff. Like, and get, yeah, even same wording, all of it. Select a PC. So what is that like forced fighting? It looks like a kick. Bash. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. And then that's lock picking. That is our map. Okay. And then this is alchemy. Yeah. Hey, we're figuring thing out. Got it. You might be able to click on their own dialogue to figure out what they respond to. Sure. That looks like a regular townsperson, though, so I'm guessing they're not going to say much. Barracks. Pass through portal. 117,832. Damn. You see a guard. Ask. Barracks. Portal. Fuck. Okay. Oh. This is us going outside. Okay, outside of the town. Gotcha. I don't know that I want to do that yet. One of the things that I haven't seen is how's our party equipped? There's our spells, I guess. Uh-huh. Switch with who? Okay. So, does it matter? Does ordering matter, actually, in this? A lot of the times these games would care about that. And if we do care about that, then we're going to want Jeef here in front. Ordering matters, click combat. Like, yeah, okay. Gotcha. I see. There's inventory. Aha. How do I get back out of this? Oh, hey, there we go. Nice. Talk help, item help, combat help, valuable hints. All the stuff there. Player fewer sounds. No targeting lines. Neat. That's really good. And then special, like, quest items. Here's the thing, I can't remember. How do we get back out of that? It's almost like you can give malcontents any gear when they throw them in the problem go away portal. Yeah. That's extremely fair. Tent R rest. Is there a tent? There's no tent. Wait, there's no tent here. It must be outdoor though, outside of town. Yeah, because they're saying town commands. Right? So we've got. Shoot. There we go. Better. When talking, looking, bashing, or picking, first click on the yellow button. Reassign, open chests, stand attention to it, look at it. To board a boat, move on to it. To leave it, steer it onto land. Sounds good. How do I get to my party? Don't know how to go back to the screen that we had originally, where I could order them all. If I go outside, will that load anything? Nope. Fuck. But I want to order you. I want to change the order of my party. Aw, dang. We'll figure it out, I'm sure. Huh. There's not really a goal so far either. Because we've just been thrown into the pit. Like, we don't know any of the government here. We don't know anybody around here at all. Ah, a sage. We should probably talk to you. You seem like a good person to talk to. See a slender, worried-looking man wearing impeccably pressed wizard's robe. He sits behind a book-laden desk. Don't know about my own store. Okay. There we go. Dovno? Dovno is to the north. It's a farming community ravaged by Nephilim raids. You'd have better luck at Silvar to the west. It's the largest settlement nearby. Help Dovno if you ever can. If it falls, this fort is next to go. I believe the goal is to not be in the pit. Sure. But I'd imagine that that's the goal of a lot of people that are in the pit. And it's probably a good idea to ask around and see how we might start doing that. That seems bad. Ow? Oh, we're starving. That's not great. Don't like that at all. Problem is, our inventory is nothing, 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 and nothing. Oh, wait. Was it just literally... Oh my god, that's all it was. Okay. Alright, that's all on me. Okay, Zoltan can go near the back. This was our arrow person. Yes. There's our wizard. It's kind of our paladin, sure. Can move them up next. That makes sense. Okay. Well, I figured out my party order. Now I need some kind of food, apparently. Hmm. Don't find anything. Here, let's actually use the keyboard shortcuts if this is going to take forever. Really? All of them are storage is totally empty? Damn. That's unfortunate for us. Well. Kind of amazing if we just starve to death sitting in town right at the very beginning of the game. I mean, yeah, this is just... sure. Outfitting. New arrivals, please enter here. There we go. Perfect. Hi. Sitting behind the counter is a tall man wearing bronze armor. Behind him is a large rack of crude stone weapons. Hey, weapons. Looks back at them in disdain. Pretty crude work, huh? Metal's rare down here. Tools to get to work at it rarer still. Magic? Good luck. Can I have weapons? Buy? No? Everyone responds to look, name, and job. Okay. Gotcha. You don't know about food? Sometimes I maintain the weapons of the guard. Sometimes I guard travelers going to Silvar. But mostly I give supplies to newcomers. Supplies. Ah, yes. He hands you food, a pouch of money, and some crude weapons. Here you are. Good luck. Excellent. Wasn't it in... Hold up. Look, name, and job. Okay, never mind. Who are you? He says in a deep voice, I am Tor, weapons handler of Fort Exile. Okay. Oh, we gained some health back. I wonder, is that because we ate? Do you eat automatically, actually, is a good question. Okay. By each character, level or 2 of strength as soon as possible. Yep. You can hit spaces using the keypad. Select I'd say 4 on the keypad, let you next space to the west. Yep. Hitting capital M or P has you cast the same mage pre-spell we cast last time. I should actually have connected my keyboard that has the numpad. Ooh. And in fact, I'm doing that right now. Using a mouse for these kinds of games is generally a pain in the ass. Yep, okay. At low levels, magic is much more powerful than hand-to-hand fighting. Try to get a mage with 3rd level and priest or mage spells as soon as possible. It's funny that magic is better at low levels. Normally that's the opposite, right? Oh, I got the wrong version. What? What do you mean? I did not get the wrong version. I guarantee you I did not get the wrong version. Yes, I know that it's a lot cleaner to play, but that was not the request. Thus, I got the right version. As Blue Jello is pointing out, that would be if I wanted to get Avernum, not Exile. I didn't want to get Avernum, I wanted to get Exile. And you might say, well, why would you want to get Exile? Well, you see, because that was the request. Because it's a community request. Yeah. This is, okay, so here's the thing. Yes, this is Path of Exile 2, the pit. Good to see you, Nissia. It's been a while. How you doing? So, here's the thing. Normally, every Monday, I do a thing called DOS Cider, where we rank DOS games. And we have ranked 250 of them, and you can see all the lists and stuff here. And this is essentially... Oh, I didn't have the bot on. Well, whatever. Let me... Real quick. We've listed 250 games on it. And this is exactly contemporary to a lot of those games. However, this game never appeared on DOS. This game appeared only on Windows and Mac. And so Ghidorah was very sad that I couldn't look at the start of Spiderweb Software and look at it and say, you know, this would rank pretty high on DOS games or something. And so Ghidorah is instead saying, hey, just play it anyway and then talk about it and enjoy. And so I'm going to do that. There's a potted plant and a shovel. Okay, what's your job? I'm the groundskeeper and gardener. Okay. I'm Dunbar. Interesting. Thanks, Dunbar. I guess now that we actually have some items... Here's a question. Are these equipped? ID, yes, value, damage bonus. I don't know if these are equipped. That's... Sense to have all those on those characters, sure. It's a bit rougher than you remember it being. This is about what I expected. Yeah. You eat. Aha! Okay, eating is automatic. Duvno is 30 miles north. So let's go north, I guess. I see a fort. Is this Duvno? Let's see. Can't talk. I'm garden. Yeah, okay. Fort Duvno. I should actually look down on the bottom, guarding this fort. Now, please go. Get a questioning look. Adventurers needed. Reply at the castle. High pay. Hey, see, we're figuring things out. It's rough, but it's definitely usable for somebody that knows these kinds of systems. Okay, smithy. What is that? A townsperson and a fungus. Okay, that didn't read as townsperson to me for a moment. Volner the Strange. Depicts a drawn bow. I would like to get a bow. Jason's farming supplies. Yeah, the Avernum releases were a lot more playable, sure. I personally don't find this unplayable, but also I understand that I'm a weirdo. Jake. Half the time I stay here and guard. The other half, I try to find someone who can play chess. Chess? You've never heard of it. Oh, you're interested. Well, it's this game. He talks about something having to do with kings and queens and mating. It seems interesting at first, but after a while you realize it's just a game. I should find someone who plays. I've played Scunny. I'm not sure I'm correctly calibrated on the low end. Scunny, okay, listen. I've played almost every Scunny game at this point, and now, well, okay, I have played every Scunny game, but I've almost ranked every Scunny game, and I'm at the point where there's only... Ooh. Oh, shoot. There we go. There is only one Scunny game left on the bottom 10 of my DOS list. That being said, there are a couple more for me to do, but not many. I've done most of them on DOSider. Jail. You gotta be authorized to go to jail. Not just anybody can go to prison. See a large bearded man in gleaming steel armor. An iron halberd is strapped over his back. Fortunately, he looks glad to see you. Captain Johnson. Ah, of course. So, for me calling a game relatively playable, it's relative to that. No, that's not true. If you think that I think any of the Scunny games are relatively playable, you're wrong. Yeah, I was going to say, it seems like if you try and authorize yourself to go to the jail, it means that you authorize yourself to go to jail, right? Like, I don't understand. Protecting this fort from the bandits and Nephilim. It's my job to not rest until all the vermin are dead. And you know all the help I can get. Help? There you go. Our soldiers are the best, but we can always use some mercenaries too. Bandits are off balance now, and we can really use the help against the Nephilim. practically spits out the last word. There's a weird gleam in his eye. Nephilim. His face twists in a disturbing way. Vicious vermin. Love to strangle everyone. They're building a new fort to the north, and I sent a small group to check it out. They killed them all. We need to nail that fort while it's still small. Of course, we're getting them back. We got two of them in the cells. Dying slow. Ugh. That's... I'm not too worried about them. They live in the fort to the west. They destroyed several farms, but we're wearing them down. Good pickings for adventurers. He winks at you. Nope. Yeah, it's nice that Jeff still has a place, for sure. I wonder if that just means I should just go and do the stuff. Oh, you look fun. I see a small worried man in traveler's clothes, a holy symbol prominently from his neck. Nope. I am called Caius. Bring word to the flock. I did so in Formello, but now I am moving to safer ground. What happened in Formello? I was assistant priest there. But the raids got too much for me. I worked for Mother Claudette, a good, fine woman. Plus she had the ear of the mayor. If you're ever there, mention my name to her. She'll help you get settled. Ah, there we go. And this is where we would want to save that text for later. All right. Interesting. So he said the Nephilim were to the north, right? The sign has been thoroughly defaced. Here's our map. Very helpful. There's something blue to the east. Is it the water? It might be the water. It looks like the water. Sure, I could see this being functional rather than mind-blowing. Whereas I will say, whereas I'm like, granted, it was the like, updated release of it, right? Like the remake. But, man, Geneforge, ooh, God, Geneforge is still, like, that could just be my favorite RPG almost ever. Story-wise and world-building-wise, it's so neat. It's so damn cool. There's a lot of cool stuff in it. Alright, I will be back in just a minute. I gotta get some food started for my lovely wife. Thank you all for being here so far for this community day. Thank you, Ghidorah, for requesting this. And I'll be back in just a moment. Hey, thanks for sticking around, everybody. Welcome back. So I had to take a bit of a longer break, just because I was putting some stuff in the oven, and then I realized that I needed to also feed the cats, and then I went to the bathroom real quick. Yeah, things just add up. But back for a little more Exile. Yeah, I certainly do not mind doing this kind of game. This is very, like, graphically, kind of Castle the Winds adjacent. I played a fair of these. Another game that it's also reminding me of was a browser game that I always played way back, which was Mercenaries of DOSBar. God, I don't know if anybody knows that. I don't know if you can actually get it at all. I don't think... Yeah, it got dinged at the time for its graphics, absolutely. Oh, baby. Here we go. I found the perfect image for what I'm talking about for Mercenaries of DOSBar. Just give me 2 seconds. Well, I don't know if this will show properly. Let's see. No, shit. Here. Easier way to do it. I'll do it this way. For exactly the kind of thing I'm talking about. A unregistered hypercam too, baby. It's really, they did it in like really shitty quality, but you get an idea. Very much same kind of thing as like the little PNG, like, it wouldn't be PNGs at the time, but little cutout characters and stuff. Good shit, good shit. So yeah, when people say, oh, well, I mean, this is basically unplayable, I'm like, well, unless you're a sicko. Unless you're one of those disgusting people that was playing games like this in, like, 2008. Not as retro stuff, but just because, like, well, I mean, indie games look like this. I don't know. Okay, so we're looking for the mother whatever. A pair of crossed swords painted on the wall. We've yet to do any combat. I'm not sure how that's going to work out for us. And yeah, I know that this was like really, I wouldn't say panned, but people were very critical of the graphics at the time for sure, which fair, but also it is an extremely indie game. I was kind of curious, when was Castle of the Winds? It was 90. Okay, it was developed in 89, but distributed in 93. Gotcha. So, like, I mean, 93? Castle of the Winds did not look better than this. In a lot of ways, I'd say Castle of the Winds looked worse. Castle of the Winds rules. Yeah. I'm not... Fully agree. All pilgrims welcome. I'm guessing this is where the mother is. Jesus Christ, that scared me. Or not. She's not here. See altar. You think it was just some dude that made it at Microsoft in his spare time for 3.1? I don't think it would have been for 3.1 because it was originally made in 89. I don't know. Would there have been a Windows 3.1 at that point? Maybe. I guess so, probably. Yeah, it is. Yeah, of course. Of course it was developed for Windows. Because it was all mouse, right? It's all mouse movement. Huh. I wouldn't be surprised if it was a spare time thing, because it was, again, a single person dev type thing. Yes, yeah, no, I know that this got, like, people really liked the actual gameplay and things like that. This is one of those games, much like all of his stuff, right? Where it's, like, all of Spiderweb Software, Jeff Vogel's things, where, yeah, it looks rough. It's kind of rough in controls. But the actual gameplay of it and the story of it is pretty good. Like, maybe even great for a lot of them. Fidgety woman in a lovely blue dress sits in a chair, rapidly flipping through the papers on the table next to her. She wears a sash of office. Name. I am Mayor Evelyn. I'm also very busy. New job. I look out for the residents of the city. Occasionally they look out for me. Now, if you excuse me, I have lots of work to do. Work. Oh, because she's saying the same thing. Can I help? Afraid I can't help you there. No, I want to help you. So I haven't seen where this mother superior, like, priestess lady is. I'm guessing... Yeah. Hmm? Oh, call me Crisper. That's okay, I'm good. Yeah, they didn't have, like, the marketing push that a bunch of games did. So it would have been hard to know. Spread throughout this room are all managers of adventurers and soldiers, exercising and practicing their skills. Okay. We cannot render that, but trust us, it's happening. A man in long silk robe putters about looking mysterious. A large hood hides his face. It's a bit much. I am the teacher. He chuckles in a particularly sinister way. I train all those who come to me for a price. What's the price? Afraid I can't help you there. Okay. How about train? Oh. Okay. There's literally, would you like to spend gold to level up? That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Costs 50 to gold to get a level. What? Hey. Sir. Oh, you also need those skill points too. I see. You need both of them afterwards. That makes sense. Well, we haven't found any combat or anything yet. Find signs of a small group of creatures camped here recently. Bits of loose fur indicate whoever camped here, they weren't human. Okay. We have 30 food, 100 gold. Okay. Ah. Well, that's unfortunate. Ah, here's the Nephilim fort. This is the spot they wanted us to kind of clear out. Okay, so capital L is lockpick. I keep wanting to press the number. Need a lockpick equipped. Right. I didn't actually buy a lockpick. Or find one. I could try and bash it. That tends to destroy your stuff. Shards of armor and broken weapons indicate some sort of battle or ambush. Who is fighting whom is not clear. No. What is... I thought that it was Z that was the map, but it isn't. So what was? Let me just see. Outdoor commands. Map is A. Ah, okay. Combat! We have found it. Okay, so we have 4 action points, it looks like. Combat commands. Wait. D. Okay, is shield. S is fire missile. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, Chief punches. Okay, so it looks like that stuff didn't equip. I don't know how to equip weapons then, which seems unfortunate. Casting at Jeef, okay. Haha, no? What? Was that not the target? Did we not select target? Oh, there we go. There's the button for target. Because they're in range. Target selected. Cast. Hey, nailed it. Gotcha. I believe this was M for that. I'll look in a second.
On who?
On who? That's funny. Oh, neat. Ah, that has some AoE. Makes sense. That was a lot of damage to ourselves. Oh, that is bad. That seems not good. I wonder, are they dead forever? I don't know. Hopefully not.
On who?
Win 3.1 cider? Basically. Okay. Huh. Let's cast a heal again. This time we'll do it on Zoltan. This is almost actually a win cider was the idea. Because we had Ghidorah asking to do this game. Let's cast Fireball again, if I can. Yeah, there we go. Oh, shit. Oops. God, I didn't think they were that close still. Hey, Zelos. Dead. That seems bad. I don't like dead. I'm guessing that with all of their items on the ground, that they are not coming back in town. I just realized I really fucked that move up. That is a lot of enemies. Run away! Oh, you can flee! Holy shit. Coltra, 20 miles to the west. Well, let's go to the west. Yeah, we probably don't have enough inventory slots either. Yeah, everyone dropped everything. Let's just go back to this real quick. So here's the big thing. We don't have anything equipped. Like, so how do I equip things? Hmm. Item help, maybe. Give use is use. To equip an item, click on its name. I mean, I did? Is there an inventory? I'm in it. It should be in the upper right. I mean, how is that not the inventory screen? There we go. There we go. Wait, how did that work? How did we do that? How did I do that? Well, what the fuck? Oh, it's literally just this one. But it's the same inventory screen. Weird. Like, it's the same screen with them in the same spots. It's... I don't know. I don't know. It's fine. It's fine. This is fine. Just a little bit of jank. Just a touch. Well, now we actually have items equipped, so combat might go better for us next time. Combat! Thugs and a brigand! And then wait, I guess. Could go closer, I suppose. And this is our priest person. So let's cast Minor Bless. How about on you? Here's our mage. Have them cast the mage spell. Let's like it fireball. And haha. Yeah, that's pretty rad. It definitely works. Alright, Zoltan got pretty wrecked, so let's go with minor heal.
On who?
On who? On Zoltan. I said it. Stop backseating me, game. Oof. Yeah, backing up from people is also kind of rough. Ouch. Tax of opportunity, man. That worked pretty well, though. Exultan's just at 1, but that seems okay. We got them in the back, so it's fine. Let them wait. We could probably do, like, fear, haste, something, flame. We can just wait. And this is almost NetHack style. Oh, shit, I misclicked. That's almost NetHack style controls. In that you can just, like, press 5 and wait. Who is on stuff? No? Combat just didn't end, which is weird. I guess we've got... Does end work? There we go. Gotcha. All right. Give me one moment. I have my food for my lovely wife just beeped at me, so it's almost done cooking, and I'll be very, very quick this time. I just have to mash up a little bit of the eggplant inside and top it with some cheese and cherry tomatoes. See you in a moment. Yeah, so I just had to do, I've got eggplant that I sliced in half, and I'm just topping it with mozzarella and some cherry tomatoes and some different spices and stuff like that, some garlic. Massaged in a bunch of oil. And I kind of like scored the top of it too so that I can just kind of mash the center, which I just did, and put all that stuff on top. Almost like a little eggplant pizza. Real good. Nice and easy. Find the ruins of what was once some sort of farm or homestead. Yeah, okay, we saw that. So we beat some bandits. We've done a thing. We can rest. There we go. And get healed. Nice, nice. Alright, I'm starting to get it. Ooh, there's something in the middle of the swamp, but... Yeah, I was gonna say. I get poison going in there. You're on a swampy outcropping in the middle of a large, stagnant pool. The smell is awful. You see nearby a small patch of toadstools. Some of them are quite large. Take? Only a little poison. It's fine. Stop being such wimps. Oh, they went down. There's a small spring, a pleasant counterpoint to the bare rock of this area. The runoff forms a small creek running down the river to the south. You take a drink and turn away. As you do, you notice you have oh, that's bad. Combat. Slither-zerakai? What? Slither-zerakai? Slither-zerakai? How goes Exile? It's interesting. Good to see you, Death Incarnate. This seems like a bad time for me. Everybody's fucked up. This is bad. This is not what I wanted it to be at all. Kind of feel like waiting with some of these. Let's cast some heals. Like, don't die. Let's cast Fireball. I hope that's good. Can cast, like, Spark. Flame. I'm not sure exactly what these do, but, you know, we'll see. Uh-oh. Target canceled. Okay. Oh, to switch spots, they both have to have action points left. That's cool. All right, that's neat. I actually think that's a really cool way to do that. That's pretty tactical in a lot of ways, honestly. Okay. You attack there. Heal up you again. Oh, God. Zoltan's only at 6, huh? I'm wondering if casting it in range of them is also going to be a problem. No. Okay, so we don't get an attack of opportunity that way. That might not be the worst thing we've done then. Oh, got him. He went, eh. Did you see it? He went, eh. We got him. Uh-oh. We're having a lot of coughing fits ourselves, though. These are some very high quality sound effects, please. Light heal all seems like a good idea. Okay. These are masterful sound effects. I won't hear any slander. Seeing some problems. Uh-oh. Starting this fight right after running through a marsh was not where we wanted to go, no. What? I pressed mage. I went to cast mage spell. Did they had a spell points? Zoltan is out of spell points. I see. So it just skipped. That's an unfortunate thing. I'm sorry, you said it's 98? Wow, Mr. Living in the Future here. This game's 95, please. Let's see what a death screen looks like. Alas, your undeserved exile in the underworld has led you to a grisly and anticlimactic end. Oh well, maybe the next group of 4 suckers sit down here can straighten out this mess. Restore. Okay, do not go through the swamp. I mean, maybe go through the swamp, but also be aware. I might need to be, like, healed up pretty soon right afterwards. Alright, let's have... Caster is Jeef, light heal all. Oh, I can cure poison. Hey. Wait a minute. Jeef, Zoltan, and Jeef have it. Gotcha.
On who?
Oh, it's... I just realized condition is literally right there. See, this is actually pretty usable UI-wise, in my mind. I know people are like, what the hell are you talking about? This is some esoteric fucking garbage. I mean, sure. But for the time, not bad. I've played so much worse. Sorry for your disrespect. Yeah, you ought to know. Goblins and Nephili. Or Nephil? I made the assumption that plural of Nephilim was Nephili. My bad. I'm gonna go there to just block them from getting to our mage. See, like, this is actually really nice and tactical. in a lot of ways. Like, I know that people are gonna say, like, really? But considering the time, games did not have this kind of combat an awful lot. Like, this would have been really nice at the time, in my mind. Nephilim are the plural of Nephil. Yeah, that would make sense, too. I could see that. Sure. Right. Wow, people are already fucked up. Let's just go ahead and do a light heal all. Cast another fireball. Right there, look. Spark? Hey, Spark does do damage. Okay. I don't actually know what spells do what? Man. Alright, I will be 10 more seconds. I'm gonna go and look at the food. It looks done. Yeah, you should probably let it cool off. I'm gonna get photo of food. Nice. Alright. My food is all good.
Do you want the oven off?
Yes, please. You can turn it off. It got better in Exile 2 and 3. Sure, of course. I have to imagine that the games generally tended to get better. Or at least more refined in certain ways. Mmm. Food. Yeah, I can light heal all. Everybody's a little bit messed up still. Probably still not a bad idea. And then, I guess let's try and cast Spark again. Yeah, like, this is very tactical. You're saying that this loses something going to, like, the Gene Forge remake style of combat, but this is the Gene Forge remake style of combat. Like... Okay, so everything's dead. I should just be able to get stuff? Huh. Okay, there we go. Once I hit get... Okay, then when I hit get, it gets everything. That makes sense. That's why everything disappeared last time. Aha! I figured it out. Alright, this is cool. I get the idea now. Let's cast Fireball. Get right up. Nice. Get up all in that business. And Spark again. Let's heal up you. Second, let's go minor heal on you. Yeah, like this, honestly, once you understand the shortcuts, it's very playable right now. Obviously, the graphics are kind of painful on the eyes. It is hard to differentiate what the hell things are. Like, that's pretty bad. Not even like... this is pretty bad from that time. I mean, just the color palette. Like, you've got blue and a bunch of green goblins on it. Like, I am struggling to see these things. I am out of spell points. We'll just wait. Oh, come on. One of you has to hit him. Thank you. So yeah, now when I hit get, everything disappears. Yep, okay. That's a nice quality of life thing. That's pretty good. Oof, E. I didn't even mind the, like, bad sound design, which it's bad. But being able to see what things are what is kind of key. I'm going to assume that we'll know when we level. I guess I can always go and, like... Does it have an experience? 23. Okay. I'm assuming that, like most games, it'll be 100. Yeah, the sound effects are bad, but also a charming bad. Found some sort of encampment. Supplies are scattered about, but nobody seems to be here. One leather rucksack contains a gourd filled with a black tarry substance. You take it. Other than that, you find dried fish and a few crude stone knives. Nothing worth taking. As you leave, you notice the campsite's owners have returned. Well, damn. Yeah, they're not ear bleeds, they're just goofy. Which, again, when you're talking about 1995 single dev that is coding and doing all the art and doing all that stuff, yeah, art and sound design is not his forte. He has to do all the writing, he has to do all the coding. Just making this work is the stuff that mattered. That's why really my complaint with the art in a lot of ways, like obviously I'd love it if it was better, but I think that a thing that could have been done even for somebody that doesn't have a lot of time and skill is that you could make it so that things are clear, right? Because a lot of these, like greens on greens on blues, is giving me some eye strain trying to pick out if something's an enemy or a bush or something. Because that's where I'd say, like, for example, because I'm kind of doing this as a DOS-sider special, even though it's not actually a DOS-sider special because it's not a DOS game. But that was the intent for Ghidorah requesting it. Like, as an example, though, very, very similar time frame, but, and like, the graphics are just as bad, but that makes a little more sense is Castle of the Winds, right? What we were talking about earlier. And things are so much clearer. Like, look at, it's so easy to tell what's happening, right? Are the graphics better? No, not really. Maybe even worse in a lot of ways. But you can tell, oh, okay, well, that's road, that's an enemy, that's this, that's that. Like, it's simpler, and in that way, it actually works out better. This, like, the UI and stuff is actually fine. But yes, like, being plainer but more distinct would actually be helpful here. It could look worse, quote unquote, by just being more basic and end up looking and working better.
On who?
On who? God, I love that. I'm sorry. Bless. Alright, let's go. Big fireball. That is a lot of friends. Nobody's really been hurt yet. I'm gonna go over there. And you already had a magic. Oh shit. I need to pay more attention to that. Because if you press magic at that point, it just locks you out of your turn, which that's a real feel bad. I should have waited to fireball, because look at this. That's such prime fireball target. Unfortunate.
On who?
Zoltan's gonna have to do. What am I running this in? DOSBox. I shouldn't have brought them onto the front line. I knew that was a mistake. Shoot. Let's do a major heal. Yeah, they would have been a little clearer when you were on a bigger, like when the monitor matched up a little bit better. But I don't know, I still think that I like the Castle of the Winds look a little bit more. Oh, cat. almost out of magic on you, too. It's not great. These things are a real problem. God, finally. Hmm. Yep, this seems like a bad time. I needed one more fireball was the thing. I should have rested to get back my spell points. I was looking at my health and not thinking about my spell points. Of the bad sound effects, the death one is the one that sucks, I will say. Yeah, because Zoltan has no spell points. We should just rest. I would say, let's get these brigands. Wait on casting anything there. I'm just gonna wait with that too. And here, now we can finally cast a fireball. Imagine we get a couple kills out of this. Or a lot of kills out of this. There we go. Yeah, and then just done. Cool. I see those Nephilim. I do wish it was easier to tell on the auto map what the hell a city is. Can we look for anything? No. Dang. Or maybe, no. Like, we click on a thing, will it show a description here or something? Fuck it. Don't think we're gonna get to Fireball, because I'm pretty sure that uses up enough spell points that we can't cast it now. Those sparks have been pretty good. Oh, that seemed... Nephil Shaman. Okay. Like, that seems not great.
On who?
Let's just do a minor heal, actually, on them. I don't know that anybody needs a major heal yet. Everybody's too low level for that to matter. And actually, I should probably be sparking you, the archer. Oh, come on. Ugh, everybody misses. Well, that's not great. That is hardly my favorite thing to have happened. I don't need my big frontliner to just go down that easy. So if this has a range of 12... Okay, you can do that. Alright. Fair enough. Okay. No, we do not have a whole lot of spell points.
Cool.
Cool. Oh, they both have 0 counts. Hmm. Come on, guys. Ooh. Ow. Fuck. Wait. Alright, minor heal on myself. Thing's gotta be so close to being dead, right? There we go. Okay. We need to make it back to a town. We are close to where we started. Fuck. I'm like, that's bad. That's not good. That's very bad. Our healer being dead and our mages being out of mana seems like a bad time for this to be happening. Our mage is doing the most damage, though. Oh my god. If our mages are the ones that win this fight. Jesus Christ, they got a lot of health. That's not great. Uh-oh. Minor heal on you? Oh, come on. How much health do you have? Okay. Oh. It is possible. Fuck. Oh my god, we did it. Yeah. But I need... But I need... Okay. Okay. We grabbed everything. Oh, fuck, that scared me. Fuck, I missed it the last second. Run like hell. Couldn't flee. Oh! Everyone's still dead. There's healers somewhere, right? Library of Famello. Door's locked. Oh, hey, here's the lady that we probably wanted to talk to earlier. See an old woman in white robes. She wears a small gold around her neck and radiates peace and calm. Name? I am Mother Claudette. We found her. Okay. Oh. That seems bad for us. Uh... That cost was not good. Her face lights up. Oh, you're friends of Kaya. She asks you for his welfare. You tell her how he's doing. She sighs. I've been so busy since he left running the church and helping the mayor. Little I can do for you. Actually, if you want, you could buy some spells for a modest donation. I need to not be dead instead. Can I just not be dead? Fuck. Hey, instead of that, instead of giving me some spells... Is there a shop where I can maybe sell some things? Oh, it's this guy. Can I sell? No. Yeah, I figured. You guys have merchants, right? Library. I don't really need... Maybe books will set you free, they say, but I need to just, you know, not be dead, actually. That would be way better. Hello, ma'am. I mean, nobody there. Fine. Sell? Yeah, okay. Literally no money. Oops. I was wondering. Everything is worthless. Well, that seems like a problem for us, then. Actually, let's... So, we can save game as... There. Sorry, that is way too long of a file name. This is Windows 95. Well, not even. It's 3. 3 point whatever. Alright. I think you can also just consign a person to the void and make a new one. But I don't want to do that. Okay, I also realize... Like, this actually has a lot more range than I was thinking, which means... Yeah. Like, I don't even have to get that close. Yeah, light heal. Nice. Oh my god. Oof. That was a beating.
On who?
Our frontliners are not doing a whole lot, I gotta say. Their skill with daggers is bad. Well, some of them are kind of like this dude. This Jeef actually has edged weapons. The other ones are more like bashing and pole arms, but even so, like our mages were hitting more than they were. Not just the spells, like in actual attacks.
On who?
Let's give a real heal to... Well, actually, light heal all doesn't seem like a terrible plan. Really don't want anybody to die here. Jesus Christ.
On who?
Hey! Alright, we did it. Get poison has been part of the problem. Not enough food to rest. Okay, well, let's go buy some. Hopefully there's nothing blocking the bridge this time. There is not. let's go buy some food. Yeah, Bernie's Brews is where we want to go. I'm hoping. No, you do alchemical stuff. That's not helpful. Maybe there was that like bar looking place with the person behind it down the bottom left corner here. Not there. More like, no. Down here? Yeah. Yeah. You look like you got food. Puts a bowl of thick purple brew in front of you. It's delicious. Just scared to ask what it is. As you drink, Werner's whispers to you, watch that guy over there. He keeps muttering about spiders. Love you. Yep. Okay. Can I... Food? Food! God damn it. My bar. Still in drink. Or room for the night. Drink is 4. Cheap room's 5. Nice room 15. What? Okay. Cheap room did get us a room. Everybody's healed. How do I get food? Hey. Oh, it's spiders. He rounds on you. A manic glow in his eyes. Yes! It was the spiders that made me like this. Not those spellcasting ones. Sure, they almost killed me. But they weren't the worst. No. It was the friendly ones. Okay. So, be wary of spiders. How do I get supplies? So the bar doesn't have it. Who the fuck has supplies? Yeah, and this guy just teaches us skills, which, sure. We are officially on 0 food. Yeah, you might have more to say if we asked about friendly spiders. Yes, the friendly ones. Just don't ask. You don't want to know. Go investigate them, Leith said. Well, forget it. You want to visit them? They're all to the northwest, past Fort Draco. Just go north to the Dragon's Cave and west. Go ahead, you'll have fun like me. He drinks more. He probably shouldn't. So there's some fun writing in this. That was always the thing that I liked about, like, Gene Forge. The combat and stuff is great. And the combat in here is actually pretty good, too, but the writing is often, like, the world building and stuff is interesting. Farm supply. Maybe? Oh, for fuck's sakes, good. Yo, we did it. Okay. Give me another 10 seconds here. I'm just going to go put my food that's now cold back in the oven to just keep it warm. And I think we're going to wrap up this fairly soon. This is a neat little look at it, though. All right. You're a bit bummed that I wasn't able to get more into the story. Sure. We might be able to do more later. I mean, I don't even know where the story starts, though. We haven't gained a level yet. And this is one of those ones that kind of like Wasteland, I wouldn't mind going back to. This does remind me a lot of Wasteland. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if that was another big influence. I mean, Wasteland was a pretty big influence on a lot of things. Scraps of armor and bit of metal provide evidence there was once some sort of heavy pitched battle here. The cave has an eerie feeling to it. Pick through the scraps, stuff is scattered and heavily picked through, and the cave is large. You find nothing. Huh. And yeah, if you wanted me to get... See, here's the thing. You wanted me to do Exile, and you wanted me to do the first one. If you wanted me to go through the story, it was probably better to just pick a Vernum, because then it would have been easier to jump into and get more into it. I imagine that one would have a little bit better... Like, not necessarily better pacing, but I would be able to get it faster, and therefore just get further in. You know, that's always an option later, too. Because I can't imagine the story changed much between those two. Let's try the giant spiders. Like I said, a lot larger than you remembered. Yeah.
Cool.
See, but it's cool, though. One second. Ooh, sorry. Wow. Hoo-ah. Ow. I'm gonna go ahead and cast a Cure Poison on myself. And then we're gonna cast a Heal on them too. Nice. Oh, I cast Light? I thought I had that on Spark still. Ugh, dummy. Oops. Ow.
On who?
I'm guessing that's useful for alchemy. Hmm. Giant lizard. Okay. We didn't get to rest last time because monsters are like, yeah, it's still the same thing. Hey, big lizard. Go. No. Bad. Bad lizard. Fine. Get a big fireball out. At least as long as we can cast this, I'm feeling pretty okay. Get those fireballs. How lucky for me. Okay, that's not dead is not great. Okay. Whew. Frontliners are so useless right now. Magic's getting real low. Okay, so that was the last shot from Zoltan. Let's heal ourselves. Fuck. Ugh. Dang. There we go. Is there a quick save? There's not a button for it. Okay. I guess we can just control S. Works. Yeah, okay, we did go all the directions there. So there's more down and then west? Alright. Let's go look at that. Or fight a bunch of giant spiders. Yeah. Average. Hello. Come on. There we go. Damn, that poison is nasty. Oh, that didn't cure the poison, though. Well, that's unfortunate. Flame is actually a higher level. Let's try that. And then that did nothing. Shit.
On who?
Poison was definitely murderous in all the early Exiles. Yeah. Or early on in all the Exiles, sure. It's pretty bad. That's pretty true of a lot of RPGs. I still remember, man, Might and Magic 6 has a rough start because of it. Might and Magic 6 is mean as hell in the beginning.
On who?
Shit, I should have done cure poison on them. Oh, well. If we can maybe just kill it now so it can't keep poisoning, that would be good. Word that it, like, the poison chisels us, they hit us, suddenly they're dead. And we can't pay for resurrection. That was the problem with very early Might and Magic 6, is that there's the beginning of that game just sends you into a dungeon where everything poisons and diseases, and you have absolutely no money because it's all spiders, so they don't drop any money. It's all like spiders and rats. So you get nothing for money, but it costs a lot of money to cure poison or cure disease. So you're just constantly fucked. I did a bad. I have a new plan. Good plan. thing that I'm curious about. $49 experience. 92. Okay. Kind of want to get a level before I quit today. Although, 132. Level 2. Okay, so they do have skill points. Hey, we got somebody with skill points. And then it costs us money to actually get it, though. Which we do not have a lot. Can we rest in town? We cannot. Monster too close. Where? Vapor rats. Well, this is not how I wanted to do things, but I need to kill everything nearby so we can actually rest. Give me one more. Just gotta check on that food again. Good thing I did. It was getting a little crispy. I need to go eat in a minute. This has been fun, though. It's one of those very slow-paced, like, early RPGs, which it's not for everybody, but I personally am a fan of this kind of thing. Alright, cool. That worked out alright. You want to replay this now? Nice. It's got it certainly has an appeal, at least to me.
On who?
Also, wait a minute. Somebody had a condition there that I didn't see before. C, is that confused? What is that? I wonder. You still have Exile 3 and Blades of Exile installed? Nice. I get it. This is entirely my jam. Blades of Exile is even free to play now. So is this. Yeah, you can just download it from his website. If you want to play the original stuff, it's still free. There we go. Oh my god. Stop with the monsters. Fine, I will go pay for a room in the inn. Give me the cheap room. Who was it that had skill points? Zoltan did. Okay. Spell points seems like a pretty good one to do. Thank you, mysterious stranger. Being able to cast more fireballs seems real important right now. We didn't put any points. Like an idiot, I didn't put any points into spell points when we first got our mage. Didn't realize that I should do that, and I was like, oh wait, hold up. Should they have ability to cast spells? That might be good. What if that was a thing? So we do also have getting started the easy way. The official spiderwebsoftware.com hint book. It's a quick live to get started to get comfortable way step by step. This is not for a guide for everything you should do in the early game. It only says where the goodies are, not where all the valuable information is. You have a fresh party. After Fort Exile, go to Silvar. Buy some more food. It's cheap in Silvar. And get better weapons. Ah. Huh. Sounds like a crutch. Wow. Wow. That's not true. A crutch would help me walk. I'm not walking, I'm sitting at my computer. I mean, being able to cast spells. But I'm casting fireballs. That doesn't help me walk either. I don't think you know what a crutch is. Sorry, I'm just... that is honestly, I think, a Mitch Hedberg joke, actually.
Cool.
About liquor being a crutch. Ow. All these vaporwave rats are really getting me. Alright, I think we're done. I already ran through 50 food? Hot damn. Oh, we got more people with more skill points. I'm guessing that the cool is them actually gaining the level, now that I think about it. I have no money, though. Well, I gotta have some food, so... Endless rats. was a group of like 3 of them. Yeah, there we go. I really need like a bow for this character too, so they can actually be the archer that I have them set up to be. So let's turn to that. Okay. Now, got another good fireball set up.
Cool.
So does that mean that Zoltan hit level 3 before most people hit level 2? I think it does. To be fair, Fireball's been murdering shit, so that's probably what's happening. Nope. So why do they say cool then? Huh. Maybe it was somebody else that leveled up? Oh, it might... Yep, okay. 6th Jeef has also leveled, so that's probably what it is. It does split the experience around. Just the person that gets kills maybe gets a little extra. Let's go ahead. AoE that guy, cool. See, we're starting to go a lot faster with this thing. Takes a little bit of work, but it's not bad. Let me see. Well, now they're in range. Fireball! Oh, that was dumb. I misclicked. Fireball has a good range on it, too. Hey, Hankosha, good to see you. You played the hell out of this. That seems to be a common refrain. I never did. This is one of those ones that just passed me by. Which is weird, because I am very much the target audience for this kind of thing. Ow.
Cool.
Cool. Alright, we're getting some real levels now. I can't, you know, use them because I don't have any gold, but we're getting levels. Main target audience for this is on Mac. Yeah, I mean, it had a Windows release. And, like, funny enough, I was playing games that were at least somewhat like this a bit later. I'm not sure if that's in range still. And yet... Ooh. But, like, I was playing games like this a little bit later. And yeah, like, I didn't play it like Ultima either, which would have been very much a Windows kind of DOS type of thing. Ooh, a breastplate. That might be useful. to Jeef. Yeah, this is our priest, right? Yeah. And you can wear the breastplate. Can't equip another. There you go. Oh, is that a town, maybe? Maybe that's a town. South around that water. Hey, it is! Okay, so that's what a town looks like on the map. Gotcha. Alright, well now that we've made it back to town, we've gotten a little ways into the game. This is a lot of fun. I don't know where I would rank it on DOS games, but thankfully I don't have to think about that because it's not a DOS game, it's a Windows game. It's good though. This is an interesting thing. I am very down for it. I'd love to see more of the actual story. Just kind of like Wasteland. Wasteland was rad as hell. Holy shit. And I need to play more of that. So I'm probably going to be doing a backlog kind of thing. And it was nice to just go for a very, very retro throwback. I loved how everybody was coming in and going, holy shit, I played the hell out of this when I was a kid. And it's cool. I like these games. I'm very down for these. So I'll have to do some backlog voting and try and get through some things like this at some point. I've not met the best characters, the gifts, no. I've barely started. We're only 3.5 hours in, and this is a rough, slow start, just kind of getting used to controls and how it wants to handle specific things. It's not like it's actually fairly intuitive, but any of these old games take a little bit of like, okay, what exactly are the hotkeys that they want you to learn? Making your party, doing all that kind of stuff takes a little bit of time. The gifts are the best. All right. Well, I will keep that in mind. Like I said, I'd like to go back and do some of these. Or even just play like Avernum. We've talked about that for sure. And so I will have to do some looking at going back and doing some of our backlog soon. We're almost done our BattleTech playthrough, so I probably want to do a backlog after that. We've got a little free time where there's not some shows going on. Like Monday, Sunday, and like Friday, Saturday are kind of done. But that does leave us like Tuesday, Thursday. It leaves us Wednesdays. So we got a whole middle of the week to do some games. In the meantime, thanks for being here. If you like the stream, those follows mean a lot. I'm going to go do some eating and do some work for the rest of the night, and I'll host you over to somebody else, so don't go away. Thanks for stopping in, like I said. And I'll be back tomorrow with Rogues Day. This weekend I'm a little busy because I have a wedding show to go to, like we're doing a bridal show. And it's also my wife's birthday, so I'm going to be out of town, essentially. But I will be back come Monday, and of course tomorrow we'll still be doing a Rogues Day. How about I send you on into... Dang, there's some cool people to see. Go see Shake the Box. Shake the Box is doing Silent Hill 2. I've never played any of the Silent Hill games, so go check out Shake. Shake's a really cool person. Another rogueliker and variety streamer. And I will see you another day. Have a good one. Hopefully tomorrow.